December 30th. It's almost a new year, a new month, and that means we need to pick our reads for the month of December. Excuse me, January. So, I already went through. If you guys aren't following me over on TikTok, please go do so. I will have it right here and on Instagram as well. It's the same handle. I went through and picked how many books we were going to read this month and what we were going to read. And we got 12 books again, but I'm super, super excited for every single book that we got, and honestly, I think it's going to be a dang good month. So, without further ado, let's go see what books we're reading for the month of January. I said it again. First things first, why do we play a drinking game and take a shot every time I say December instead of January? Because I don't know what's wrong with my brain. I know I'm supposed to be saying January, not December, but as you've seen in the intro, I messed it up twice. So, for reals now, let's see what we're reading in the month of January. A really good month for my Kindle. Like 90% of my books are my Kindle, so as always, I'll just put a picture on the screen when we talk about those books. But I do have a few physical copies and then a couple that I actually need to pick up or like pre-ordered, and you'll see that in just a second. So first things first, I am going to be rereading Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. I read this in the beginning of the year, this year, 2024. And since Onyx Storm is coming out January 21st, I wanted to reread the series so then I could just go straight into Onyx Storm with a fresh memory of everything that happened. Even though the series lives rent-free in my head, I just would love to reread it. And then along the same lines, I'm going to read Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. Again, I read this in the beginning of the year, around May, April, May-ish, and I really, really, really enjoyed it. But I want to go back into it, reread it, so I have a fresh perspective when I read Onyx Storm. So, Iron Flame by Rebecca is going to be Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros, and I'm super excited to be continuing on in this world, and I'm so excited to see what happens with Xaden, because honestly, like, if they're not endgame, I'm going to be so sad. And I'm, like, praying that Rebecca Yarros didn't mess with that love story because it is so good. Next is on my Kindle, and we're going to be reading Mile High by Liz Tomrati, and I'm super excited for this series. I have heard really, really good things about this series, and I know it's a sports romance, so I kind of have high hopes, but like I said, I'm super excited. I really don't know a whole lot about this series. I just know that I'm late to the game getting into it. So, also on my Kindle, and that is The Housemaid's Secret by Frida McFadden. I read The Housemaid this summer. I want to say June or July. Could have been July or August. But I really, really, really enjoyed it. I loved the plot twist. I loved the story. And I cannot wait to go back into that world and to see what happens. Is The Final Gambit by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. So I just read The Hawthorne Legacy, which is book 2 in this series, the Inheritance Game series, in December. And I thought I knew what was going on in that book, and I was super, super wrong. So wrong, guys. It was pretty sad how wrong I was. So I cannot wait to go into this final book and see if I'm going to be as surprised as I was, or if I'm actually going to be able to figure it out. Because so far, on both the first and the second book, I have been completely surprised and wrong about all the plot twists. So, The Final Gambit is, again, on my Kindle, and this one I am the most excited for. Well, maybe not as excited for as Onyx Storm, but it is Off to the Races by Elsie Silver. Again, I'm just going to post the picture because it's on my Kindle, but I love, 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 love Elsie Silver's writing. And I cannot wait to get back into her cowboy romance world. And I know that this is like a sub story, or like it's in the same universe as the, what is it? Like Reckless and Powerless series. I can't think of the series name right now, but I know they're like within the same universe. It's just different people, and I cannot wait because I love Elsie Silver's writing, and I can almost guarantee you this is going to be one of my 5 stars this month. I don't own it yet. I'm going to go pick it up. I need to go pick it up from Target. Is Funny Story by Emily Henry. I have never read anything by Emily Henry. And honestly, I've never really heard anything good or bad about her, so I don't know what I'm going to get into. I do expect this to be a really cute romance book. I could be wrong, but I'm super excited to get into it and try it and to see if Emily Henry is going to be one of the writers that I like or maybe not. Fun Store by Lori Gilmore. Now, I am kind of excited for this book. Not really. I really enjoyed the first book, which is The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I liked it. I did not like how it switched between third and first person POV. That really messed me up. And I'm more like hesitant to read this because I've heard that like it's not based in fall, and based on the cover, like I don't know if you guys can even see that, but does that not look like a fall book to you? I've heard this is more like a spring summer book, so that kind of sets my expectations really low because yeah, it's not fall no more, it's winter, but I don't know, like if you're gonna have the cover look like this, set it in that season. So we'll see. I'm not expecting too much out of this book, but it'll be a cute short little read for me, and that is going to be King of Wrath by Anna Wong. And I have high expectations for this book. I love Anna Wong's writing. The Twisted series, all but Twisted Love, I hated Twisted Love, was one of my favorite series of 2024, which, guys, if you guys haven't seen that video, I will be posting my top 10 favorite reads and top 10 worst reads of 2024, so watch out for that. But again, it's on my Kindle, so I don't have the physical copy. I'm super excited for it because I love Anna Wong and her writing, and I've heard really good things about this, so I'm going in with high expectations. I'm hoping it's not like The Secret Life of Addie LaRue, where I go in with such high expectations to be severely disappointed. But nonetheless, the last Kindle book is Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent. If you guys have not seen my 2024 December recap, then you guys need to go check that out because I just talked about how good Carissa Broadbent's writing is. And honestly, I cannot wait to read this book. I have heard that it is as close to Throne of Glass, which is my Roman Empire, as you can get without it being actually Throne of Glass. And I've heard really good things. And again, I love Carissa Broadbent's writings. So I'm anticipating this to be a 4 or 5 star read for me. And I do have high hopes. But this one, I don't feel like I might be let down. I feel like this one's going to live up to my expectations. This book, I don't have the physical copy of. I do have it ordered for Target, so I just need to go pick it up. And that is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I have heard mixed reviews on this. A lot of the creators that I follow over on TikTok have really enjoyed it, and then a few didn't. So I'm kind of going into this one. One, I'm going into it completely blind. I haven't looked into it at all because I don't want to be disappointed and I don't want like no spoilers. So I'm kind of nervous for this because I've heard it's YA, and YA fantasy for me isn't my favorite. So we'll see. I'm not going to go into it with any expectations. I'm just going to go into it completely blind, and I'm just going to see if I like this world or not. And if I don't, then I'm not going to continue the series. So that, y'all, is all 12 books that I plan on reading in January. Honestly, I feel like I can hit this goal. 12 seems really reasonable, especially when like a lot of them are really short. The only thing that might slow me down is in a matter of 3 weeks, I have 7 birthdays this month that I have to think about. I don't anticipate that really making a huge difference, but I do have 7 birthdays I have to think about this month. So we'll see how it goes. I'm super excited for this month's reads. If you guys like this kind of content or liked this video, please give this video a big old thumbs up. It really does help me. Please leave a comment on any book recs you guys might have, any content you guys would like to see, and don't forget, if you guys haven't already, to please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next one. So don't forget to read on, make good choices, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys!